Okay, mate. So here we are.
That's right.
So
we're sitting in the theater. We're sitting in the theater in 1979. Got our popcorn.
Yeah.
After paying our
yeah,
like $2.
Yeah, I got a tub of ice cream.
That's right.
Just sitting there. We don't care about bad food back then. We just eat. What an intro. I love this intro.
Yeah. I guess back in 1979, 1987 would be really far away.
Yeah. But I love it how it's a space shuttle, you know.
Yeah.
And again, it's like I said to you before, you know, the other day, the Planet of the Apes movie, how it starts in the spaceship. I like how this starts as well.
Yeah.
It just gets you straight into it.
And when you're a kid, you can just accept a term like cosmic forces without questioning. Exactly. I don't need any more detail than that.
Look at that. That's a great effect.
Yeah. I don't know what they sprayed him with, but
yeah.
You know.
And then the inside, I like the practical look of the inside of the shuttle as well. Here we go, mate.
And can I just say, John, that if we had to go into suspended animation for 500 years, I think I speak for you. This for 500 years.
Yeah. I would be quite happy spending time with these ladies on a sign.
I know. It'd be like, I don't need to wake up. This is fine. And those glasses she's wearing are so 70s.
They are. They're like proto aviators, aren't they?
Yeah. And this is total Bond opening.
Yeah, it is.
Except we don't have silhouettes. We have the actual women.
Yeah. Wait till we get to the hair flick, mate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they told Aaron, just flick your hair.
Here we go. Know? There we go.
There you go. And, you know, she's luminous in her natural, hair color, but for some reason they wanted her to go blondish on this.
So this one, I don't know who she was. This is just one of Buck's fantasies.
I'm going to assume since this dream is canon, that's the woman that he left behind.
Good point. Very good point. You know, but I'm quite, this is why I said to you, this was certainly my awakening program.
Yes.
Movie. I thought this is how it was always meant to be. You date someone on a big light sign.
Now, all right, let me ask you, if you were the producer, would you have had this be the actual opening of the weekly series?
It would certainly get the viewers in, wouldn't it?
That's right. You'd have the moms and the dads sending the kids away from the TV for the.
You'd have like the 5-minute breakdown going. People seem to be tuning in for the first 5 minutes and tuning out.
Oh yeah, we got 12 million for the first 5 minutes, and then it drops after that. Leslie Stevens, who's the executive producer there, he was also produced The Outer Limits back in the
there you
60s.
go.
Another favorite of mine.
Yeah, I mean, this is just straight away. You're excited before you. All right,
can we go ahead and watch that again?
He'll freeze frame it.
I don't think we got enough analysis time on there in that 2 minutes. There was more for us to see.
But what about this though? The sound though, the orchestra,
Oh yeah,
great.
No, the orchestration in this is terrific. I mean, granted, we're in the midst of the Star Wars transforming movies forever.
Yeah.
But that's a great ship.
It is.
And you know what? We've got to say that the ship designs in this, no wonder there were so many models from this show.
Yeah, exactly. I think for me, I always remember them talking about a lot of these fighter ships. They were early versions that they thought they were going to use for the Battlestar Galactica series, but they
Also by
didn't.
Glenn Larson.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at that. I love that
I think it
effect.
was that that
Like the Vipers, like
the
the
Earth
ships in here.
starfighters here were originally like Viper designs, but
Yeah,
Glenn Larson went for something else for the Viper designs, and so Larson then took the designs that they didn't use for Galactica and used some of those here.
yeah. But the sets are great back then, like this, where
Yeah.
he's recovered. They're resuscitating him. That's all great. I do love the 70s disco light tubes, though. That's a great look.
You can't go wrong with disco light tubes. Even on the actual disco scenes we get in the series where they're doing disco dances, it's like,
Yeah.
well, okay.
Oh,
You
we'll
know?
get to that, mate. We will get to that. She is gorgeous, though,
All
isn't
right.
she?
We have to talk about Pamela Hensley.
Yeah,
She,
incredible.
I mean, the camera loves her, and because
Yeah,
she is just beyond stunning in this.
yeah.
Every one of her outfits.
I mean, again, I was a young kid and I saw her in it, and I was like, wow. And there was always that debate I had at school with, is it her or Erin Gray do you pick? And I was like, I'll end the dilemma. I'll just choose both.
You're a buffet man, obviously.
Yeah.
You're not a single
Yeah.
serving person.
Yeah. One
No,
Monday,
but
Tuesday, Wednesday, one Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then a rest day.
okay. And then but the fact that she again, she's not camping it up. She's not being like Mae West camping it up.
No.
She is playing this role straight.
Yeah.
And I think
100%.
that's what that adds, I think, so much to the fact that she herself is so memorable in the role, but I think it helps the entire production.
It does. And you know what, mate? We've talked about it so many times on our reviews. Today, they always go on about, representation. You've got to have a strong female in a role. We had them back then because you've got her role as Princess Ardala and you've got Erin Gray as Wilma Deering.
Yeah.
They're strong characters in
They are.
in the movie and the series.
Well, the fact that I love the fact that the minute that she hears when she goes like, older man or young man, a young
Yeah.
man, and she immediately grabs the perfume and starts dabbing it on. When
Yeah,
she,
exactly.
that's all she needs.
Well, she was only playing around with Tiger Man before Buck came along, though, wasn't she?
And the guy Henry Silva playing Kane is great. They
Brilliant.
switched him to Michael Ansara for the series, but he's
Yes.
Kane's really good in this.
He is great, and he's also a human in this as well, isn't he? That's working for them. They're establishing it.
Well,
I believe.
we'll get to that later. There's a scene coming up much later with him and Hewer. We'll get to that. But yeah, he is an Earthman. He's not a Draconian because Ardala says, "You're from Earth, aren't you, Kane?"
Yeah. It's where he asks for an aspirin.
I would think Buck would be asking, "Wait a minute, what happened to all the other women?"
Yeah. There was a light bar and a sign.
I just spent 500 years with 6 of them. Now I just have the one.
And that light bar was so powerful, it's burnt the side of me. That's why I need an aspirin.
One of the interesting things that comes up in the very good audio commentary with the Blu-ray version of the theatrical version we're watching is they talk about the lighting, how like so much of the cinematography in here is so good with the, they don't light it like they're lighting for TV. I mean, with the darkness and the shadows and everything. And they actually point out later on that some of the shots which do seem in comparison overlit were probably shot later by a different cinematographer. But I really like the kind of like
Yeah,
when
like
things are
this,
so
like
dark and muted
corridors.
and everything.
Yeah, like the corridors are wonderfully
Yeah.
done. I actually love the hangar bay as well. I think that's really well done.
And I like the helmets, which indicate that there's like a kind of like like
Samurai,
a
Japanese
Mongol
sort of. Yeah,
samurai Far Eastern element to the draconian culture
yeah. Because they say, what is it? They've conquered 3/4 of the universe.
universe, which that really struck me as odd because it's like, wait a minute. I
That's
mean, Earth is
massive.
devastated. What's the trouble with the remaining quarter? Because
Yeah, you could drain the power of their force
yeah,
field easily, couldn't you?
I mean,
Just surround it and bombard it.
at least in this pilot, it's different in the series, but at least in the pilot, I mean, Earth is very much we're all under a shield. We're kind of, self-contained and everything, and they changed some of that for the series.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that later, but um,
but this is our
yeah,
supply routes are being starved out.
yeah.
They've promised to come and help us, the Draconians, which I'd be suspicious of a civilization that had wiped out 3/4 of the
Yeah.
universe for saying, "Yeah, we'll come and help you."
Was there ever a model of the Draconian flagship? I mean, obviously, I knew there are from like the
Never,
fighters, but
never saw it. And again, it's something I wish someone like Master Replicas would do.
yeah.
Just hot, completely high buck.
The fact that this is presumably like the next day and he's still high, that's some powerful
Yeah,
drug.
it's exactly. And it's like they've got the rubber mattresses, like they use in this as well. But this is all great, the practical with the shuttle and all of that.
Yeah.
It's really well done. But we're only 5 minutes into seeing Buck, and he's already grown on you without even really doing anything,
Yeah.
you know.
And
Just
even like
waving
things
out the
like that with the
window.
wave, it's like, well, okay, he's still a little bit high,
Yeah,
you know. And again, it's not poking fun at the character. It's just you find
yeah,
humor in the character.
yeah. And of course, they rebadged that launch bay from Battlestar, didn't they?
Yes. Yeah.
I still love it. I want more of that.
But again, not entirely unheard of. I mean, years later,
Yeah,
back in '82, when they did Wrath of Khan, they repurposed so many shots from the Star Trek the Motion Picture.
yeah,
Yeah, the microtransmitter, which when they find is like four
yeah,
by six. It's like, how is that a
yeah, yeah,
microtransmitter?
yeah, yeah. And it's like it literally took them a few days to find it
It's
as well.
it's like you go to Draconia. Let's discuss your idea
Yeah,
of microtransmitters.
yeah. Whereabouts did they put it? No wonder Buck was walking funny.
Yeah, the one thing
But
about this, I mean, this moves. I mean, this thing has
mm,
momentum. It's like they do not let. I mean, this story is moving.
yeah, this reminds me of, like you've mentioned it before, about the film The Last Starfighter. This always reminds me, The Last Starfighter is almost like they watched this because they've got the same sort of command center set up,
Yeah.
with layers and walkways and
That must be an incredibly. That's a job
boring
where you
job.
spend all day wondering. When you get off, the job
Yeah.
if all you do is stare at a screen that nothing
You're
happens on.
you're playing a game on the other screen all day
That's
pretty much
right.
because you got nothing to do.
You know, she probably has like a little, Sudoku book right next to her.
Yeah. It's like even he doesn't even know who she is because 'cause it's
Again,
been so long.
you got a Colonel Ty character like that.
Yep,
That's who it feels like that character is.
absolutely. But again, there's diversity in this in
Yeah.
79. I wouldn't have fitted into one of those
Tell me what
outfits,
you think
those
about tell me your thoughts on the uniform design here.
I like it. I'm not sure about the collar. Uh, but as I was saying, I wouldn't fit in it. I'd literally be like Scotty in Star Trek 6.
Does
Tying everything
does it
in.
strike you as practical, overly stylized? Compared to
I'd
a
be
lot of
hard
the
work
others.
trying to have a wee at some point. You're under
Yeah.
attack, you need a pee. It's not practical really, especially where they got like the Cuban heels as well, for their shoes.
Yeah.
Uh can I
A very subtle, you'd think that for our first shot of Aaron Gray, we could have gotten like a straight on view, you know what I mean? For such a major character.
Yeah. Like waving her hair like that as she comes in.
Yeah, she could have waves her hair and the helmet comes flying off when she's trying to wave her hair.
But I love the whole very sci-fi thing. Defense shield, he's heading straight for it.
Yeah. And the music
I
in this
love
scene,
that.
so good. So good.
Yeah,
The music. That helmet is too big for Aaron Gray.
it is.
Look at that, John. That
It's,
is not. I'm sure for the series it was more like form fitted, but here that's just too big.
I'm sure it had to be something like when she took it off, her hair had to look good on set. So that's why they loosened it a bit. It must be something like that as well,
Yeah. You want Wilma Deering to say something like, can we hurry up with this? This helmet is crushing my hair.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a good interaction early on between the two of them, isn't it?
Yeah. The very subtle, but for the time, uh, you know, there you go, like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's more of, we're in the age of Burt Reynolds and everything. And so,
Yeah.
of course, little comments like that, it's like are more humorous. Whereas today it would be like, oh, we got to cancel.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like you keep expecting the pat of the backside as they walk past as
Yeah.
well. But I love all those displays again. It's like Battlestar, good screenshot, the joystick.
Yeah. Now it seems, well, I almost feel churlish pointing out discrepancy. When the Earth was in his view screen a few minutes ago, it seemed like he was going to be there like in a minute. Now they're like way out. But that's
It's
okay.
literally you saw it. It was like there compared to hitting the barrier.
And now we get something also that's repurposed for the intro of the TV series. This shot here,
and it does a good job of kind of trying to portray the scorched earth.
Yeah. Again, which they kind of dial back on for the series.
They did.
That's the shot right
shot.
there for the opening of the series.
Yeah.
Because in the actual series, it's not. It's not as devastated because it's a little bit more recovered in the series.
Yeah.
The matte paintings throughout this, and we'll point them out as we go, are just amazing in
They
this
are
series.
superb.
There's your lights, John.
Yeah.
Your little disco fuel
Disco
thing.
lights, yeah. Bring them back, I say. Imagine that new Stargate series, Disco
Buck,
Night,
you violated
please.
her personal space. You're going to get canceled for that.
Yeah, he is. He's literally been arrested.
That's right. Take him to HR.
Yeah, unconscious bias training coming up right now. They strip search him as well. He's in
we'll see you
dressing
in
gown.
16 hours because that's how long the HR harassment training lasts.
We're going to train you today about not to use our busy hands.
So Tim O'Connor playing Hewer, he's so good in this
Oh,
series.
he's great.
I mean, and it just, yeah, we're not going to talk about season 2, but the fact they only kept him for season 1, he added so much. It wasn't just Buck and Wilma. He was a really integral part of this series.
Well, in the first few moments of this, talking to Buck, he manages to lower Buck's guard just by talking to him to start with.
Yeah.
See, would you want to live in 500 years in the future, or would you constantly be trying and find a way back?
With the people that he meets throughout the series, John, I would definitely want to stay in the 25th century.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, be like, what past? Gary's
he has a bachelor pad that he can bring all these women to. Give me a break.
Yeah. Gary's happy in the 25th.
You know, it surprises me that Hewer doesn't neglect to mention the not insignificant fact that he's 500 years from where he started.
Yeah.
He leaves it to Theophilus to do.
And how long do you think it is before we've got machines like Dr. Theo running our systems for us?
Well,
AI's on the way.
Theo's AI, you know, I mean, you have a whole computer council making decisions, and apparently, at least in the pilot, humanity basically gladly gives over rules
because we screwed up. Yeah,
these computers. So there you go.
Yeah.
As long as they make the sunsets nice, humanity doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
See, there you go. And anybody who's happy with that, I would have a big problem with.
Yeah, exactly. I always find, though, with the movie version as well, you clearly know it's not a paradise. There's obviously tough calls that have been made, and there's a downside to it that they don't discuss in the movie, because you have all you all have the scarred area of Chicago that they visit.
Well, I mean, they only mention New Chicago in this, right?
Yeah.
In the pilot. Well, I know that there's like a lot of other cities that they refer to as New this, New that, whatever, throughout the series. But again, it seems like at least at this point, it was like this is like the lone bastion of civilization on the planet.
Yeah, because when he goes in this to old Chicago, that's when you see the mutants and
right again, which aren't in the series.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do like the fact, I mean, I'm not even creeped out by the fact that Theo kind of has a face, you know, got the 2 eyes, the mouth, and everything, and that's fine.
It's good, isn't it? You know, it's just, he wouldn't stand up to a fight too well, though, would he? Just knocked off the desk. And of course, the voice change in the series as well.
For Theo.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. She brings him a shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Liam.
That's Tweaky's first word. Can I, you know, it is, whoever thought of getting Mel Blanc to be the voice of Tweaky,
Oh,
Genius
chef's
move.
kiss. Yeah.
You know, the fact the first few episodes of season 2 when they ditched Mel Blanc for another voice and there was such a
Yeah.
protest that they brought him back.
It just wasn't right,
No,
was it?
no.
You're right though, but Erin Gray, there's just a natural beauty about Erin
Yeah.
Gray. Just
I mean, she comes the first part of this where she plays the kind of she has a good balance between she's not just the kind of cold martinet, but she has flashes of you
yeah,
know humanity. They don't just it's not just cliche one or the other type of thing.
yeah. That
Now this
is a
is
very
great.
good
This is
matte shot.
this matte painting, and there's the
Area
on the
Chicago.
left there is I've actually been to that building. It's the Bonaventure Hotel in Los Angeles, which is
Oh
very
yeah.
kind of futuristic looking. Everything else around it obviously is a matte painting, but that little the tall and that right there is behind him. That's the Bonaventure Hotel, which really does look like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's
I
like
bet you
4
were thinking of
towers and
Buck.
there's an outdoor elevator, I think.
Oh, I bet you were thinking of Buck Rogers the moment you stood
Yeah.
outside there.
And also, if you remember another very unfortunately short-lived 70s show called Fantastic Journey with Jared Martin, Roddy McDowall, where they were jumping time zones on that island. In the
Yeah.
pilot, they visit an area that uses that. And this is the interior of the Bonaventure.
Okay.
The
So
actual hotel, yes.
wasn't this an interior? This was used as an interior for Logan's Run as well, wasn't it? Is that right?
The TV show?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sure.
I think it was.
Because here's the thing. It's in LA, so close to all the studios. It's futuristic looking on the outside, and then the inside is very distinct too. So it was like a
Yeah.
natural to be used in all the sci-fi shows
Yeah.
back then.
I
Now,
do
see, this is
find.
kind of odd because
Yeah.
I mean, Buck is bringing up very logical points that should be
And
investigated, and she's just kind of swiping them aside.
that's what I was going to say, mate. Because they don't seem to have much logical deduction. It's like they've just given that over to the machines, and they just go face value. Because we have a problem later on, don't we, with the targeting computers? You know,
Which is unexplained, which
Yeah.
it feels like they're building to something. It's like, why aren't the targeting computers working? But
like a
it's not.
virus
It's
or
really
something. Yeah,
yeah, it's really more just to show that Buck's instincts are better than
yeah,
them. You always run a risk with scenes like this where one character isn't accepting very common sense arguments that'll kind of damage their character. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It doesn't
I do-
happen to Wilma here, but it's close.
And I do like how Buck says this. It's none of my business how you blow up your world. My generation didn't know what they're doing either. Like, do what you're going to do. Then I'm off.
Yeah. He should have said, "You'll have to tie me up to."
Yeah,
Maybe later.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We don't know each other that much. Again, look
Let's
at this
book it.
beautiful. Look at this gorgeous
Fantastic
matte painting. Gorgeous matte painting.
And again, watching the Blu-ray episode of Awakening is very different to this because you don't see this bit in the episode. It's pushed on a little bit further.
Yeah. I think maybe because they already knew at that point they weren't going to kind of revisit this aesthetic in the series. It would be a little bit more upbeat and optimistic. Everything would the earth would be more developed type of thing.
But even as a kid watching this, I still now this is a really dark sequence that they do now. They wouldn't do it now.
This actually is not a matte painting. This is actually what current day Los Angeles looks like. This is a live shot of downtown Los Angeles.
It's just
right
an
now,
empty
John.
bottle of fentanyl on the right,
Yes.
you know. Vote Newsom.
Hey, if he stays, it really will look like that, and it won't take until 2491 either.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting, I think, because I kept wondering,
Yeah.
Buck is like, clearly Buck says, "Oh yeah, it's nothing, no problem." Well, Buck, who do you think's making those sounds then, if there's no problem?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But have they've obviously mutated with the radiation. You see
Right.
the scarring on the faces, but they've obviously adapted to it,
Yeah.
so they can survive in it.
Well, plus it's like didn't Theo says it's zero, it's almost zero. It's
Yeah.
below zero at night. So
Yeah.
yeah, Buck,
And
we'll be all
they
right. We'll be all right. I'm sitting there watching this, John, going, why in the world, Buck, do you think you'll be all right with all that those hammers?
and they don't even take a weapon with them.
Exactly. It's like, Buck, confidence in your own fighting ability is one thing, but
Yeah.
then there's just blatant stupidity. It's like, come
We
on.
know you know every single bit of martial arts going, but
Yeah.
you're outnumbered about 50-1.
Now, again, I think we're not scoffing at this scene. I actually think this scene is, I mean, the atmosphere in this scene, the
Very good.
lighting, the darkness, the fog, it's a great scene. The cinematography in this scene is terrific.
Terrifying. I mean, I remember as a kid where the guy comes up from under the wall and he goes, "Ugh," right in front of them.
And it's a couple of years too early, obviously, but I got my mind kind of flashed to Escape from New York,
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
scene a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And again, they say that they're not after Buck at all. They're after just Tweaky and Theo
Right.
to just strip him
And
down and sell
and
them on the
again,
black
here
market.
you have, I mean, probably, I mean, the fact that put, you have the burned out trees, you have the fog and everything, and they really do a great job of creating,
Yeah.
this kind of bleak mood.
It's it's really well done. The smoke effect as
Yeah.
well, as the mist going across the cemetery, them popping up like that, like very like Omega Man kind of
Yeah.
style. And then finding his parents' grave.
I love this scene because everything's in shadow. Like the whole left side of him is in shadow.
Yeah.
Really, really well done.
Yeah. It's only a few fortunate ones. So it's a Holocaust. So
Yeah.
that really means the wealthy, then, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah. I mean, I know why you had to establish this, but I also get why they couldn't keep this tone in the
Yeah,
series because this is really bleak.
it is. This would carry on modern day. If it was now,
Oh yeah.
this would be a whole season,
Oh
wouldn't
yeah.
it? Buck coming to terms with what's happened, and but again, this is like the time. Like again, I watched this first in the early '80s. They didn't care about scaring kids back then. They just put it
No,
on.
this is kind of like George Romero type of thing.
Yeah. And this is like, I love the classic Buck hero kung fu
Yeah.
fight, martial arts fighting. It's great.
I was thinking, I wonder, obviously part of his astronaut training, it's like, okay, yesterday was zero G, today is kung fu training.
Yeah. Tweaky kicking him in the leg.
And again, having what cynics would say, well, clearly, obviously, that's just that's just a Star Wars nod for the kiddies to have a character like Tweaky in.
Yeah.
But Tweaky totally adds to it. He doesn't
Oh, it does.
he doesn't reduce it down to like, juvenile thing or something like that. I mean, it works.
Like you say, it's the writing and it's it's Mal doing the voice for it.
Right.
It's a distinct personality that you care about. This is the argument I have with, we've talked about it before about you can get modern series now. You can go 10 episodes, but you don't care about any character because they're
Mhm.
one dimensional. we're what? We're 35, 40 minutes into it. We care about the characters.
Oh, that lovely Galactica laser
Yeah,
sound.
exactly. Exactly the same thing happened in the Galactica pilot, didn't it?
Yep.
The second one.
I
I
mean,
love
if
it.
it works, why
Yeah,
not?
do it again and again.
I mean, at this point, 79, nobody figured anybody would be watching Galactica ever again.
Yeah.
So why not reuse the
And Glenn, bless him, Glenn A. Larson, he did like to take a few things from other shows and movies,
Yeah.
didn't he?
And again, another shot coming up right here, which is in the credits
Yeah.
for Wilma Deering, where she walks out of the minivan.
But I always wondered whether they had like an overcoat jacket, because it's got to be cold in that military outfit.
I think that Ballsy is cut for the when it goes to television.
Yeah. Okay. Nice shot.
Again, and here's the
Yeah.
great micro transmitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me, John, what is micro about that?
Yeah, I know. We did an anal examination and we found this inside of Buck's rectum.
I mean, the fact that Draconians have to know that they're going to examine his ship. They don't think something like that's going to be found.
How he managed to sit in his shuttle with that inside of him for a few days, we have no idea.
I mean, the fact that they automatically assume that, I mean, they must think Buck's a crummy spy if he leaves something that obvious onto a ship that he's sure is going to be examined. It's like, well,
logical deduction.
We have to hang on a second.
Yeah. Like this swimming pool
pause
scene.
during the
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson, who I think, I think that quick shot was probably cut for TV too.
Yeah.
When she comes out of the water, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I've done forensic freeze frames of that scene, and I don't think that was in the. I'm kidding. I am.
When we talk about their eternal, and you think about how old they are now, I ignore that because they're eternally beautiful for me.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's well lit again.
Yeah.
The colors from the pool.
Yeah, no, the cinematography on this is, I think the only kind of overlit scenes we'll see is toward the end when, they're trying to film extra stuff for the transition more into the television version. But stuff like this, and Tweaky's great. I mean, their chemistry is, again, here's our world in about 30 years when we've given it all over to the computers.
Me and you on trial because we dared to watch an unofficial Doctor Who production or something like that.
Now, in the original,
they found a circuit board up our rectums.
Supposedly, in the original script, there was a plot in which that counselor, the one who's going against Buck, the prosecutor there, that he turned out that he was in league with Ardala. But they dropped that.
Okay.
They dropped that, obviously, from.
Well, that would have made a lot more sense because when we were talking about what comes up about the targeting computers for the ships, that would have made sense that a computer would have been able to put a virus into it to have it playing out.
Now, the previous sequence in the destroyed city, to be followed by this scene. Now, from what I read originally, the sequence was that, and you can tell because if you look at the comic, there was like a big Treasury edition comic of the this movie. I think published by like Gold Key, like in '79, and because that used an early version of the script, you could tell kind of what was changed subsequently.
Yeah.
Now, originally, Buck was going to go on trial, found guilty, like he's going to be here, and then he's banished to that city, along with Tweaky and Theopolis, because Theopolis stood up for him, so he was banished as well. Until Wilma comes, they go looking for him, and she has an idea about how he can help, prove his innocence. Here, obviously, with the reshoots, they flip it to where he goes on his own to explore the city until she arrives to save him, and then he goes on trial.
I would have liked that version, mate, because that puts in my mind then that those people that are in the city, they're criminals that have been expelled from the city. They're living there and they're trading on the black market to survive.
Good point.
It makes more sense, doesn't it?
Apparently, the resorting of the order was done like very late in the day, which is why things like the comic adaptation, which always uses early draft of script. This happened with Galactica as well. You can kind of see what was there originally.
Yeah.
But that's a great point. That does explain who those marauders are.
Because I just don't think they could survive the radiation for that long. That always bugs me.
Yeah.
So that does make sense. I do like how he's sarcastic back here.
Well, he's sarcastic without being like a wise ass, which I think was, as you said, one of Gil Gerard's initial thing. I don't want it to be comic book where every word out of his mouth is a wise ass comment.
Yeah.
I didn't know I didn't know this. I'm curious as to what your opinion will be. Apparently, the producer's first choice to play Buck Rogers was Kurt Russell.
Interesting.
But apparently, obviously, at this point, late 70s, Kurt Russell's transitioning. He'd done a Western TV series a couple years before this, but he was obviously wanting to get back into transition more into adult film. Not adult films, but more mature, non-Disney film roles.
He would have been great in the role, but again, it's that Gil Gerard just made it his own.
Of course,
I can't see anyone else now. But Kurt Russell very loyal. But Kurt Russell nails everything that he does. Yeah. Really, I'm a big fan of Kurt Russell. But did you see the news within the last few years that apparently George Clooney had bought the rights for it and he was going to be playing Buck? And that was a few years ago. It's in the last 5 years, and it's kind of gone quiet.
What would the name of the movie be? Tweaky's 11?
Yeah, yeah. But apparently, the reason it's been so long is because there's a fight over the rights. Apparently.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, do you think that they try to do like straight Buck Rogers, or I mean, like they couldn't replicate the feel of this because this is so of its time.
I think it would be, if it was done now, I think it would be an 8 to 10 episode per season run. They would do like a Battlestar Galactica Expanse kind of series where it was gritty. Buck was miserable.
He's emotionally traumatized.
Exactly. Wilma isn't attracted to him, thinks he's an ignorance, an inconvenience. They just got her walking in a bikini. I have got no problem with that whatsoever, Gary. I want to make that clear.
If I could send the costume designer of this movie a Christmas card, I absolutely would.
Yeah.
They have my eternal thanks.
Yeah.
And again, here's the thing. Look at that headdress. It doesn't come off as outlandish, comic booky, whatever. I mean, anything they put
Just
on this or not put on her
just fits the
works.
tone. It's kind of
Yeah,
minimalist.
even the line, "I never forget a knuckle," I mean, come on, that's a great line.
Yeah. And I always felt Kane was attracted to Ardala. He wanted Ardala himself
Oh, yeah. Oh,
because a lot of
absolutely.
him is emotional, it's jealousy, isn't it? A lot of it. And he
Yeah, but the
wants
fact
power himself.
yeah, exactly. And the fact that Ardala keeps saying lines to him like, "If you were any kind of a man, dot, dot, dot," you'd think
Yeah.
eventually a guy would give up if he has a
Yeah.
shred of dignity.
Yeah. You're so much not a man. I've been sleeping with Tiger Man.
You know, and I've got to say, as you know, William Conrad does the obviously the voice of the computer there and did the
Yeah.
narration. I can't help but think of Bullwinkle, Rocky and Bullwinkle when he
Yeah.
talks, because it's like,
Yeah. But I love all of this, it's just
yeah,
the explosions. These sets are fantastic.
there's no oxygen in space for the fire, but we're going to overlook that.
Yeah. No, this is as we said, this is the targeting computer problem.
Yes.
But I don't know about you, mate. I miss practical effects. I really
Oh,
do.
I mean, look, what can you think of a single movie or TV show where you think, wow, you know, they really should have used CGI here instead of practical effects?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't change a thing for
No.
this.
And it's not just because it's locked into our memories as this, it's just because it's
Yeah.
better. And again, now here with Wilma, I'm going, Wilma, how many of your ships have to be destroyed before
Yeah.
you realize that Buck is
Yeah.
right? It's like
And
three of
this
them get destroyed, and she's still, Buck, will you stop?
exactly. And this also says to you about what I was saying earlier, that they're sheep because they don't even have any critical thinking to
Yeah.
think, hang on a minute, something's not right here. But this does make sense about what you were just saying about the script, about initially there was going to be another computer on the council that was in league with Ardala,
Uh-huh.
maybe put a virus in.
Especially because the Draconians, and Kane mentions this to Ardala, had been given a lot of advance warning for this visit.
Yeah.
So there would have been time to fiddle with the targeting computers.
And don't you think also a computer would make a logical deduction at some point to think we're close to extinction here? Maybe we just let ourselves be
Yeah.
overtaken and ruled by this empire so that we do survive to an
Right.
extent, but as slaves. That's something a machine would think.
Yeah, all you need to do is make a logical argument to it.
Yeah. One sack, six to go.
You know, the
It's
music
great.
adds
It does.
immeasurably to this. It's not
I love
overdone.
this
Yeah.
where he comes in from the side and takes the two
Yes.
shots behind Wilma. It's great.
I do love this one where it's like
Yeah.
soaring toward us and then it gets blown up. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of these shots were reused for the series, logically enough,
Yeah.
but still effective nonetheless.
Exactly. Yeah, that's great. Spin.
Yeah.
See, that adds to what you've just said a
Again,
few minutes ago.
it feels like they're setting up a mystery that is
Yeah,
never then referred to again. Now, why are they
100%.
going back? Why are they going home? Wouldn't they go back to the
Yeah,
Draconian ship to see if everything's all right?
yeah,
Because as their mission to look around wasn't accomplished.
yeah, exactly.
Now it's like, oh, let's forget about what we were going to
Let's
do. Let's just go
let's
home.
let's go and spend some time together.
And even a line which is like, we've looked into the problem with targeting computers, we can't explain it. Even something like that.
Yeah. You would be asking questions of the council straight away, wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's clear that Theopolis is in love with Buck, and I say that without a
Yeah.
shred of irony.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
basically everything that Theopolis does in this tells me that he's in love with Buck.
Yeah. Who isn't in love with Buck in this story? That's a great practical shot, that.
Yeah.
Good matte painting again. Exterior Chicago.
I mean, the score for this is
Wonderful.
not just, I mean, I think it's a film-worthy score. You could have a movie that with the budget exponentially higher and still use the same music score and it would work.
Yeah. I think he'll find a way to have a private conversation with Theo.
Considering he wants, well, I won't, I was going to say, considering he wants to get together with Ardala, relaxing is the last thing he needs.
Look,
Okay, we have to.
we have to.
I have no.
We have to bow our
I'm,
heads in respect for this.
I'm at a loss for words. But again,
Just
it doesn't. I mean, she just owns that. I mean, you could say, "Wow, that's a goofy
does.
thing," but I mean, she just rocks that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Killed a
horns
snow cow.
notwithstanding.
There's even the 70s glitter wig as well. She's got underneath it.
Now, see, that should have alerted anybody. It's like the Emperor is not going to give away his flagship to this planet.
No.
Come on, people.
No.
Come on.
Yeah. See, this is here how me and Gary learned how to dance and talk to ladies
Now, is
throughout
this
the 80s and 90s.
is this on the soundtrack for the? I know there's a soundtrack CD for this. I wonder if that's on the.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, no wonder if they. I get. Apparently, is this like Draconian dance or is this an Earth dance?
This is Earth Dance with the.
Okay, I mean,
you know what?
No wonder the planet got devastated if they dance like this.
Exactly. This is like almost like futuristic Elizabethan kind of dancing and balls, isn't it?
But with a phantasm orb that's stuck to your hand.
Yeah, that detonates if you stop dancing.
I mean, I guess you got to. I mean, I don't know whatever happened to the choreographer for this episode, but I think that they were exiled from Hollywood.
Yeah,
right after this came out.
Look at Erin Gray there. Unbelievable.
No, she's great. I mean, but again, they're letting her kind of darken her hair a little bit, but it's like,
yeah.
She's fully into the little, oh, I want to try to bat my eyes at Buck phase now.
Yeah. But they've got the two contrasting women here. You've got Ardala, who's wearing almost pretty much a bikini, and you've got Erin Gray that's just looking, she's got the outfit on, she's looking beautiful. It's a good contrast between the two.
I mean, she's commanding and authoritative without losing any, but still completely femininity and everything. It's great.
Yeah. Kane's looking on jealous.
We're coming up to Tweaky's best line in this entire show.
Yeah. It's great, isn't it? What I found strange about this is they're actually talking about Ardala's
There you go. You
deception.
got it, Tweaky.
Yeah,
Well, here's the thing. I mean, yeah, she is strategizing and deceptive, but
yeah,
clearly, I mean, she is drawn to Buck.
yeah. Well, she even says at one point to join her, didn't
Yeah.
she?
I mean, yeah, she does. She is playing it like, I've never met anybody like this guy, but that's probably why I'm so attracted to him.
I will say, mate, when I came of age, I tried two approaches. I tried to chat a woman up with a silver glow ball on my hand, dancing up to her like this didn't work. And I also tried the one from a few minutes later, this one, get down.
First of all, I'm stunned that you trying that dance with the orbs didn't work. I'm stunned by that.
Yeah.
Now, the fact that this one guy who's never heard of disco music in his
Yeah,
life instantly
let
comes up
yourself
with
go.
this is even I can't give that to him. But
Just let yourself go. And he's just like doing a really weird tune all of a sudden. And she knows how to get down.
yeah, the two of them in this scene, I mean, their chemistry is just, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. But again, do you? I mean, you're not laughing at Buck in this. You're not laughing at her. You're just going, "Holy cow!"
And you can see Kane and Tiger Man are like, she's into this guy.
See, that's
Tweaky at his best. Mal doing a great job.
Again, you watch this now and you just go, "This is great."
Yeah.
It's fun.
But like I say, it doesn't ever laugh at itself, but it doesn't take itself too seriously either.
I mean, come on. There's a cheese element, but this is fun to watch. Now, here's the scene I was talking about before. Now, originally, again, in the original, there was a thread that Kane used to be one of Dr. Hewer's students, which is the reason for their familiarity in that scene there. So, which explains why he's from Earth. And then there's apparently more in the original script about they're talking about, how far Kane has come since he was a student of Hewer's and stuff, and that got dropped.
Okay. So this is him, Kane telling Ardala, he's got 29 other daughters, sort yourself out, otherwise you're going to be replaced very quickly.
Right.
See, he's turned the tide now because he's got her thinking purely with her hormones,
right? Exactly.
As opposed to strategically.
Wait, why, Wilma? Why do you think the party's over? The guy's still playing the song.
Yeah.
Why is the party over, Wilma?
See, this is the ethical dilemma for me.
And there's the scene from the opening credits, where she's staring up at him.
Do you go with Ardala or do you go with Wilma Deering? Now, people in the chat, in the comments, let us know what you would do. Who you're picking? Is it Ardala or is it Wilma?
Buck, I'm sorry. You are not going to look at your watch when Aaron Gray is kissing you.
No. Yes.
All right. Now, so is this supposed to be just purely out of jealousy, right? Because she was furious with him a few minutes ago, and now she's like, Buck, take me now.
Yeah, I suspect he's grown on her, but you're right. I think it's she's seen him with Ardala, and she's like, I want Buck for myself.
Well, see, apparently, like any woman who sees him dance like that, just is a goner.
Yeah, you get down.
I love that little wave there because it's like, yeah, she's still the kind of like spoiled brat who gets
Yeah,
anything she wants.
this is good as well with Tweaky and Theo in the fridge.
Yeah. So, again, I think that was changed also for the
It was.
but
Yeah,
again, I always like, okay, when you have the Tweaky beady being at you from like 4 feet away, you don't hear it, but that's okay. You just go with it.
yeah,
And now she's back into full jealousy mode.
yeah. But the thing is, what I don't understand, she's thinking that, but he just saved her life from pirates. If he was a
Yeah.
spy, he would have just let her die, wouldn't he, at that point in space? They make
Well,
better pets if you have them fixed. Great lines for Tiger Man to great. I love it. That's what I mean. The comedy's good in this as well. There's some
yeah.
wonderful lines that Gil's got in it.
Ugh, I I just can't. I just can't.
I think at this point
Oh,
I'd be like, my life has peaked.
yes. I mean, she just still and she's still so commanding, but it's like she's just awesome.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
I'd
John,
also be thinking, I'd
she
also
sh-
be thinking, mate, she may kill me, but that's okay.
yes. She absolutely should have been a regular in the
Yeah.
series. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking.
What was it? She came back once, I think,
No, she
wasn't it? It
was
was one episode, two
no,
episodes.
there was two single
There was the
episodes and then
Warwitch
the
one.
double length finale, the War Witch one.
Yeah.
But so I think she came back about like she was like in 4 other episodes during the show, but she should have been back a lot more.
Yeah.
And I don't mean just because she's so hot, but because I mean she and
She's a
Gil
great
Gerard,
actor as well.
their chemistry's off the chart.
Yeah. See, you talk about dynasty again, so it goes back to what you're saying about like a Mongol sort of
Yeah,
samurai empire. And when you see the emperor, that's also
yeah.
true as well.
And it's like, I mean, she wants Buck to help topple her father, but I don't think that she only considers him just as a tool. I
Yeah.
mean, she clearly is just monumentally attracted to him.
Yeah. Thing is, I know this doesn't sound right, mate, but for me, I would have slipped the drug in afterwards.
I'm sure Earth will be all right if they can. Earth security can wait an
Yeah.
hour.
I've
That's
got
fine.
10 minutes. Now, I definitely
Better
do
not
think
just
she
be 10
has.
minutes with a woman like Ardala.
Yeah. No, I definitely do think she has been sleeping with Tiger Man on a regular basis.
See, that's a great line. That's a great
Yeah,
line. If that's your pillow
it's
talk,
great.
that's your big problem. I mean, this is really this is not lowest common denominator writing. It really is
No, it's
clever
not.
writing.
It is. And I love their outfits as well, like the troops with a samurai hat.
Yeah. I mean, Gil Gerard doesn't look good in the samurai hat, but all the other
Yeah.
guys do. And of course, she's got a fur blanket.
Yeah. Yeah, I love all of this for Tiger Man. He does have a replacement in the series, doesn't he?
No, wait, that's still the original one. That guy. That's the
Yeah.
last one. Yeah.
But there's a new one in there in the series at some point, I think.
And in the scene, and in the the landing bay scene we'll see later. When I understand that it's because the actor who played the first Tiger Man was, when they went back to reshoot that scene of the fight in the landing bay, they either couldn't find him or he was unavailable or something, so they had to get the other guy in to be the second Tiger Man, who stayed then for the series.
Yeah.
I love ODR, where they add in the line to make it connect things absolutely for the audience who's only paying half attention.
It's great. Just
well, even though Buck
soldier number one
connects with the helmet, not the guy's face, we'll go with it.
Yeah. See, Kane has just like been waiting near her quarters for ages, just trying to find an excuse to go in there.
Creep.
Because he loses his temper when
that drug didn't last too long.
Yeah.
So there's a theory. There's a theory that there was more than one Tiger Man, Tiger Men, whatever. This is the last we see of this one. You can say, well, maybe he was executed, maybe he wasn't. So they get another Tiger Man out to replace him. I don't know.
I always thought it was a planet that the Empire enslaved.
Yeah, there you go. Good. I go with that.
Yeah.
This is like, Buck, that helmet just is not working for you.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if that was scripted or Mel Blanc, but that was a brilliant line.
Just brilliant.
I hope this doesn't violate my warranty.
Yeah.
Again, adding to the humor, but not mocking.
Yeah.
See, Pamela Hensley is so good in this because she doesn't lose a shred of her, sexuality, but she can be commanding and
she's half naked and she's still controlling the room.
Absolutely. And then she's frustrated about, why are you so spineless? I mean, it's all great.
Well, she even said to him, you could be on the throne with me, almost saying, look, you could be my husband or consort.
Which I personally choose to believe was sincerely meant. It wasn't, she was just trying to sweet talk him and persuade him to help her.
I think she knows strategically he's very good, Kane. But this is the thing with they clearly see Buck. Yeah, they clearly seeing Buck putting like missiles into the exhausts, the thruster bays of the ships, and then you still want to put a gun on him.
Yeah, Theo's like, let's disregard that he's obviously seems to be sabotaging these pirate ships. The fact that he's wearing that helmet means he's our enemy. Okay, Theo, very good. And you're the computer that's running the planet. Okay, got it. You betrayed me, and I love you.
Yeah.
So waiting for Theo to say that.
Why? Because they are
I mean, this is a bit
draconians.
of necessary exposition for anybody who hasn't connected
Yeah.
it all up yet.
The pirates are draconians, Theo.
See, if Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
was playing this role, Buck would be putting bananas in the tailpipe
Yeah.
of the fighters.
Like trading places. You have lived, you've been with a man with no legs. You and me, baby. We can make it. You and me.
Okay, wait a minute. If Theophilus's circuits tell him that Buck's on the level, why did he pull the gun on? Whatever.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
go with it. We'll go with it.
2 minutes
He
to
neglects to
attack.
mention the bombs that he saw in the tailpipe, but the fact that the guy's unconscious is more important.
We're missing 15 bombs.
Why didn't you tell me that you saw the bomb? I didn't think it was important. I was more worried about the guy who was knocked out. Yeah.
I do like this with Theo and Twinkie just completely killing and deafening this guy.
Now, let me ask you, because I honestly don't know. The whole Theophilus Tweaky thing, obviously, you know, Tweaky is not size-wise, is kind of R2D2. Do you think like having him carry around like Theophilus for exposition was their way of kind of combining 3PO and R2 for this?
I 100% think that's the case, yeah. And I also think they wanted them to be kind of like the comedy, you know, the straight man and the other.
It works. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You're not constantly drawing comparisons, but
are you going to scramble them or not, or just ask?
Yeah. You're the commander of all the Earth forces, Wilma. Why do you have to ask Dr. Hewer for whatever, for permission?
He's asleep.
I always thought that they another great piece of merchandising for this show is, you know, those little things where you have like the little kind of toy with the little ball bearings in, you got to balance and tilt it to get all the ball bearings in the right spot without dislodging the other ones. They should have done like that, but have a big one that's like looks like Theo, but it's like a little ball balance game. It looks like
that's
Theo.
Cool. Did you have the fighter as a kid as well?
I actually didn't have any of the models, although I always saw them like advertised in like comics and things like that, or like in different like Sears catalogs, things like that.
I had a metal one.
Of the Draconians or the Earth
of the Earth fighter, you know, and I loved it. That's good because we're not turning off our targeting computers.
Yeah. Well, doesn't she say, she does say at one point, don't use your targeting computers, right?
Yeah. That still goes back to what you said, mate. I think that is a missed thread that was discarded.
I mean, the only way they could have resolved that, because we're so close to the end of the movie, is that they could have had a line before this where somebody figured out that that one computer was part of Ardala's thing, but they didn't have time to fix the computers, the targeting computers, before they had to go out for this attack.
Yeah. But I love that the practical, the effect shot of the ships on the scanner on the screen. Hey, this is 79. It's brilliant.
And you can see, I mean, I remember those models were really well designed. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, you know, you weren't buying just cheap ones, but the fact that they spent so much time in this movie showcasing
yeah.
the ships, I'm sure
Oh,
was, you know, key to the success of the models.
well, I think I've heard people talk about it before. It's like, you know, they call it gear and ship porn. You know, it's like you want in a good series, you want something you want to buy.
Mhm. Mhm.
But this is in the Blu-ray. The fight with Tiger Man is they cut the scene where Buck hits him in the balls and then puts the missile they and pushes him. They cut the bit with the hitting him in the balls.
Yes. Oh, wait, you're talking no, you're talking about for the Awakening.
The awakening, yeah.
Yeah,
So they cut the balls this bit there.
yeah.
Yeah, so
And
that they cut.
also this part too,
Yeah.
where they blow him up because obviously the character comes back. Yeah, that is also cut too, where Tigerman blows up
Yeah.
so they could bring back the character.
Emperor.
Oh, here's Doctor No. Considering he gets really prominent up in the opening credits,
Yeah.
and apparently he filmed much more that never made it into this too.
Yeah. They're
Never explains
basically the
how
emperors.
exactly we see Kane and Ardala again, because you think by the when they go back to the Emperor, he's not going to be too lenient on them.
All I can think of is the other 29 daughters are completely incompetent.
Yeah. See, there's a spinoff that they should have had. Do
Yeah.
a spinoff with the 29 daughters of Draco.
It just all trying
Draco's
to take a
daughters.
planet.
Draco's daughters coming up next after Buck Rogers.
The Bikini Wars.
See that look, that's the only honestly, John, that's the only quick shot of Pamela Hensley where she looks kind of like an airhead in that shot.
Yeah.
That to me is kind of at
It's
odds
like
with the way she's portrayed in every other shot of this
yeah.
movie.
It's almost like she knows she's screwed up and she's in
Yeah.
trouble.
I regret nothing.
But I love all of this is great. It's just no, you're there as well.
Oh, he
You can
doesn't
get Buck
care.
and you out.
He wants the man he loves to be safe, John.
Yeah. Tweaky's clearly after Ardala though.
Well, like he said, what a body.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, this is great. You know what?
it's
If
great.
I saw this in the theater, I would still have a really, really good time. I wouldn't be thinking, "Oh, this is a
Oh,
TV movie."
100%. It's from beginning to end, it's pure entertainment, isn't it?
And like I said, I mean, the whole movie has moved really fast. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of fat in this whole. I mean, granted, it's only a little bit less than 90 minutes, but there's not
Yeah.
too much fat in this at all.
No. Taxi cab.
That shot also put in the opening credits, which is a great shot in the opening credits
Yeah.
of the two of them running.
I really hoped one day we would have these types of fighters.
I do like the additions that one of the additions that came later in the series, which was not just because of the name, the diamond-shaped Stargate, which allowed them to get
Yeah,
around.
yeah. With the sound it did as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and in the show, it's more, and obviously, you know, we're very near the end of it, but see, again, she's back to her kind of commanding role.
Hmm.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
That's the Ardala that we know.
And you also know she's already planning to set the blame on him
Oh
when they
yeah,
get back as well.
yeah. Maybe they got maybe the Kane we see in the rest of the show is a different Kane because the Emperor ended up like executing
Execute
this
him.
guy.
Yeah.
But you know, and of course,
Yeah.
after the closing scene of this, you know, in Awakening, you know, we'll get the things that set up the series, which is him in his apartment decorating, and they ask him to help
Yeah.
out from time to time.
He's just an unofficial agent because everybody else has been
That's right.
recorded and he's unknown.
I can do whatever Ardala could better.
Yeah. I too have a bikini.
That's right. And when I get bitten by that space vampire, you're really going to see what I can do.
Look, you're my kind of guy.
Everybody is attracted to Buck, John,
Yeah.
even the robots.
So, mate, I'll pause it there. But what would you say as a score out of 10 and a review you would give that one?
I would give this, oh boy, see, now I've got to like carve out the nostalgia thing from it and just, I would give this at least a solid 8, maybe even an 8.5. I give it an 8.5, only because I think that there's so many ways this could have gone wrong. And they get it all exactly right. They get the tone right. They get the style right. There's a lot of stuff that's like 70-ish, like, you know, you commented on the kind of the disco lighting of all the cables and everything, but it doesn't feel dated.
No.
It doesn't think, oh boy, this, you can clearly tell this was made 40 years ago. No.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, I agree with you, mate. I mean, look, I'm going to add in my nostalgia as well. So I'm giving it a 9 purely because this is a sci-fi movie. Let's take the movie on its own without the series. The movie is a movie that I go back to every single year ever since I first watched it as a kid, and it's always a joy for me. And as we were just saying a few minutes ago, it's just fun from the beginning of the movie right through to the end. It romps along. There's no bits where you think, oh, this is getting boring now. It's just entertaining all the way through. It's got the comedy elements. It's got the action elements. Gil Gerard is fantastic as Buck Rogers. You believe in his character. Erin Gray is fantastic as well.
Good effects,
Pamela,
gorgeous matte paintings. Yeah,
exactly. Pamela, it's is great as Ardala.
You don't dare look at your watch, because if you look at your watch, you know, somebody goes, "Oh, hey, you missed that shot of Ardala," and you're like, "Damn it, I gotta go see this again now."
But again, you know, as I said during the review, you know, this, you didn't have a strong male character, but all the nonsense we talk about now, or we hear now, is, oh, you need a strong female character, the male gaze and all that. You had strong female characters in this in 1979. You also had the diverse cast in there as well. We had a black pilot right at the end, just taking out the enemy in his fighter ship, you know, for Earth, you know. So you have all of that, which makes a nonsense of the arguments of modern day. And the difference being is, as I said to you at the beginning, what I find so great about this is the fact that, as I was saying, you can go to a series now, you could have a 10 episode series, and you get to the last episode, the characters you don't believe, you don't know the characters, they've not earned anything. You don't believe in those characters. They're not three-dimensional. And you're like, well, okay, well, that was what it was. This, from the first few minutes, you believe in those characters and you're rooting for Buck from the first, as I said, from the first 5 minutes. He enters and he's out of it with the drug. You're rooting for him straight away, but then you have the additional characters in it as well. And it's a fantastic romp. I really love it. And I never get tired of it. So that for me was an absolute joy to do that and to do it with you as well.
Oh
Just
no, I
enjoying
mean,
that.
no, absolutely. No, and with 90 minutes of pure entertainment without us being lectured to or harangued or taken out of what we were watching because they inserted some awkward reference to current events or culture or whatever. No, we got lost in this for 90 minutes and it was great.
It was wonderful. And again, I mean, people who are watching this, thank you for checking it out. I mean, certainly put a like in there if you like what you've heard today. Please subscribe to the channel if you want us to do more. There's plenty of Buck Rogers that me and Gary could do. Let us know, and also give us your score out of 10. And also the most important question of all: who would you choose, Ardala or Wilma? That's a very, very valid question for everybody. That it's a few decades in the making where we need a definitive answer from everybody, and then we'll just poll it up and see what the final outcome is. It's important, everybody.
John and I would love to do, the next Buck Rogers story, Planet of the Slave Girls. I'll leave it to you to decide why. But there are a lot of great reasons. There are admittedly, as there are in any TV series where you have a group of like 22 episodes, there's a couple of episodes that I can comfortably, go through the rest of my life without having to watch again. But come on, like Cruise Ship to the Stars and Space Vampire and, all that. It's like, oh, come on. This is like
wonderful.
slam dunk with episode titles like.
Thanks for joining us on this one. There's more to come. If you don't know, feel free to join us on Sundays because we're doing the Stargate SG-1 live watch parties. And again, me and Gary are joined by Brian on that. Gary's watching the episodes for the first time.
I am.
Me and Brian have watched them many times over, and it's just a lot of fun where we all just sit there and just enjoy the episodes together. We watch them in the Discord server and we chat in the YouTube live chat. And we've also got, on Sci-Fi Chronicles, we've got movie reviews. We've got reviews of other science fiction shows as well. So there's a lot of fun stuff coming in 2026. So just make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure your notifications are set so you don't miss out on any of them. Absolutely. But until next time, Gary, it's been great, my friend. Thank you for joining me, as always. But no, thank you, everybody. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. See ya.
Bye-bye.